This is the time to get our acts together and ensure that we are united and not working at cross purposes. In this regard, it is important to discontinue all litigations involving members of the party, which are connected to issues of the party and in respect of which several court orders and counter orders have been issued against the party and some specific members of the party. This directive has been issued by the party before. Unfortunately, some members failed to heed the directive. Thus, at this time, it must be made a resolution of the party which must be effectively enforced with dire consequences for members who choose to ignore the directive. This meeting may adopt the developed resolutions as contained in the agenda and pass resolutions including A. Approving the immediate discontinuation of all pending litigations involving the party and its members. B. Ratifying the primary election conducted in Edo State. C. Dissolving the current National Working Committee. And D. Appointing caretaker extraordinary convention planning committee for the party. I believe that the issues facing us at the moment are very serious and as such requires that we take very firm and clear decisions that will be in the interests of the party. This is the time to get our acts together and ensure that we are united and not working at cross purposes. In this regard, it is important to discontinue all litigations involving members of the party, which are connected to issues of the party and in respect of which several court orders and counter orders have been issued against the party and some specific members of the party. This directive has been issued by the party before. Unfortunately, some members failed to heed the directive. Thus, at this time, it must be made a resolution of the party which must be effectively enforced with dire consequences for members who choose to ignore the directive. This meeting may adopt the developed resolutions as contained in the agenda and pass resolutions including A. Approving the immediate discontinuation of all pending litigations involving the party and its members. B. Ratifying the primary election conducted in Edo State. C. Dissolving the current National Working Committee. And D. Appointing caretaker extraordinary convention planning committee for the party. I believe that the issues facing us at the moment are very serious and as such requires that we take very firm and clear decisions that will be in the interests of the party. This is the time to get our acts together and ensure that we are united and not working at cross purposes. In this regard, it is important to discontinue all litigations involving members of the party, which are connected to issues of the party and in respect of which several court orders and counter orders have been issued against the party and some specific members of the party. This directive has been issued by the party before. Unfortunately, some members failed to heed the directive. Thus, at this time, it must be made a resolution of the party which must be effectively enforced with dire consequences for members who choose to ignore the directive. This meeting may adopt the developed resolutions as contained in the agenda and pass resolutions including A. Approving the immediate discontinuation of all pending litigations involving the party and its members. B. Ratifying the primary election conducted in Edo State. C. Dissolving the current National Working Committee. and D, appointing caretaker extraordinary convention planning committee for the party. I believe that the issues facing us at the moment are very serious, and as such requires that we take very firm and clear decisions that will be in the interests of the party. This is the time to get our acts together and ensure that we are united and not working at cross purposes. In this regard, it is important to discontinue all litigations involving members of the party, which are connected to issues of the party and in respect of which several court orders and counter orders have been issued against the party and some specific members of the party. This directive has been issued by the party before. Unfortunately, some members failed to heed the directive. Thus, at this time, it must be made a resolution of the party which must be effectively enforced with dire consequences for members who choose to ignore the directive. This meeting may adopt the developed resolutions as contained in the agenda and pass resolutions including A, approving the immediate discontinuation of all pending litigations involving the party and its members. B, ratifying the primary election conducted in Edo State. C, dissolving the current National Working Committee. And D, appointing caretaker extraordinary convention planning committee for the party. I believe that the issues facing us at the moment are very serious, and as such requires that we take very firm and clear decisions that will be in the interests of the party. This is the time to get our acts together.
Okay, very good evening to you, and I want to thank all of you who are joining me tonight on Late Night Talk. My name is KOFI BARTELS. It's great to be back and to know that you're there with me on the program tonight. Okay, how was your day? Hope you had a great day, and I hope that you're well and that yours are well. We were to have a guest on the program tonight. Unfortunately, that guest is not able to join us. So I'll be riding solo just you and I. But a lot has happened in the polity. You know, a lot of times we talk about political issues on this program. Today is no different. A lot has happened in the polity today, which you'll be paying attention to as time goes on. But for those who are joining us tonight on Late Night Talk, I want to say a very good evening to you. Thank you very much for your time. My name is KOFI BARTELS. I'd like to know your name. If you're watching the live stream on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, or on Instagram, please feel free to drop a comment, please. I can see the people on Instagram are already there. I can see people already watching live on Facebook as well. YouTube is online as well. Twitter is online, and I can see people watching as well. I can actually see all of you who are watching. So very good evening to you, and thank you very much for your time. The topic is already put up on the post, so if you're watching, I'd like you to call and tell me what you think about what we're talking about tonight. It's officially Obaseki versus Ize-Iyamu. It's officially Godwin Obaseki versus Ize-Iyamu in Edo State. And time will tell who will win. But I'm asking you, who do you think will go home with a prize at the end of the day in Edo State? Who will win the Edo State governorship election? Who will win the Edo State governorship election? I'd like to hear from you. Please feel free to call. The number to call, I'm going to type it in the post so you can see it, and you can call if you don't have that number already. So I'm typing it right now. Please call 08062099556 if you'd like to air your views. Our guest tonight not available, so we're writing so. So that's the news that Governor Obaseki of Edo State has emerged the flag bearer of the People's Democratic Party for the governorship election in Edo State 2020. Obaseki emerged as flag bearer today for the governorship elections that are coming in September in Edo State. He was announced after ratification by the party delegates following the withdrawal of his main rival, Kenneth Imasuagbon. Kenneth Imasuagbon. My brother, no be small thing, no. In Edo State. And Kenneth Imasuagbon was probably the only thing that was standing between Obaseki and the PDP candidature for the governorship election in Edo State. It was just a matter of will Imasuagbon step aside, and the man has been giving reasons why he stepped aside. But before then, he actually came out to deny rumors that he had stepped aside. Before then, he came out to deny rumors that he had stepped aside. And don't forget, there was a court case in Port Harcourt that basically brought up the name Imasuagbon to a lot of people who didn't know what was going on there. Imasuagbon brought the matter to court in Rivers State, and this was what led to, some accusations that Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State was behind that particular case because of the fact that he was heard in Rivers State, and the governor famously withdrew from the Edo State reconciliation efforts as far as the accusations against him were concerned. But the news is that Obaseki has emerged as the running mate or flag bearer of the PDP in the Edo State governorship election that will be holding in September 2020. This morning, news emerged, I think in the afternoon, news emerged that Kenneth Imasuagbon had stepped down for Godwin Obaseki. Many people thought that was not going to happen. As a matter of fact, I don't know what made him step down. We'll look at that. I actually do know a couple of things that I'm sure can help you determine what made him step down. So we'll look at that as we go on. Now, some days ago, the headline, Edo PDP crisis, more trouble for Obaseki as Kenneth Imasuagbon refuses to step down, that came up. And I just read excerpts from that. One of the People's Democratic Party governorship aspirants in Edo State, Kenneth Imasuagbon, has debunked claims of him stepping down for Governor Obaseki. That's what he said. He says, for the sake of emphasis, I have not and will not consider accepting anything to step down from the race for the PDP ticket. He went on to say, this was about 4 days ago, for the sake of emphasis, I will not consider stepping down, he said. I also understand that they are trying to manipulate the delegates list in their favor. I want to warn them, if they try it, we'll do everything possible to resist it. We shall also meet in court, he said. This is coming. This came at a time some aspirants had agreed an out-of-court settlement with Obaseki. This had led to a High Court sitting in Port Harcourt State to reserve hearing on the application against Obaseki. Okay, so the man said he would never step down. Said he would never, ever, ever, ever step down. This is the man, Kenneth Imasuagbon. And today, he stepped down. In fact, the man, Kenneth Imasuagbon, after saying he will never step down, said that Obaseki should step down for him. Is what he said. He said Obaseki should step down for me. That's what Kenneth Imasuagbon said. Of course, he says, I want to quote, he says, if there's anyone who should step down for the other, it is Obaseki. Imasuagbon is a lawyer, by the way, so you can understand that he is a very outspoken. He said, if there's anyone who should step down for the other, Obaseki should step down for me. And he went on to say that he has been on this governorship project. This is Kenneth Imasuagbon says, I've been on this governorship project for the past 16 years. And I can't just give up in 24 hours just because of Obaseki. So if there's anyone who should step down for the other person, it should be Obaseki stepping down for me. And he swore, he said he can never ever step down. He will never step down. There's no amount, nothing, no money, nothing, nothing that can be given to him for him to step down from the Edo governorship race. Ladies and gentlemen, it is this same man, Kenneth Imasuagbon, who today stepped down for Governor Godwin Obaseki. Let's listen to what Imasuagbon had to say. Why did I step down for Obaseki? Well, Imasuagbon said he stepped aside for Governor Godwin Obaseki because he wants godfatherism to be defeated. He said he stepped aside for Obaseki because he wants godfatherism to be defeated. That's what he said. Because he wants godfatherism to be defeated. Do you agree? Do you believe what he's saying? And who do you think will win the Edo State governorship election? As we stand today, it's officially Obaseki versus Ize-Iyamu. Obaseki of the PDP versus Ize-Iyamu of the APC. But not too long ago, it was the other way around. Not too long ago, it was the other way around. Now we have the whole thing turning upside down. That's politics, if you ask me, in Nigeria. Okay. Feel free to call 080-620-99556. I'd like to read your comments now before I get some more information out for you. 080-620-99556. And please share this post if you're watching so that others can be a part of it. Share this live stream if you're watching so that others can be a part of it, can watch, and also can contribute and comment as well. Very good evening to all of you who are just joining us. By the way, thank you very much for your time. I'd like to say good evening to Baba P. Tilibo, who says Obaseki will win. Ama Edu says Obaseki is supposed to win, but Iyamu will be the Edo State Supreme Court Governor. Ama Edu. You're saying Obaseki Ize-Iyamu will be the Supreme Court State Governor. Okay, I kind of get where you're coming from. I kind of get where you're coming from. Temi Dayo, Emmanuel Lajide, been some time. Thank you very much for your message as well. Says, anyway, the question you asked us, I think we have to wait for the campaign and see how it goes. The question should be asked by late August. Okay, thank you very much. Barry Dilo D says Obaseki is more likely to win because, as it is, the Edo APC state structure has been collapsed into PDP, and it's most often the case in the build-up to the election. There might still be some major defections from APC to PDP, so Obaseki stands a better chance of winning. Thank you very much for that. And another question I'm asking tonight is, I apologize for that. Another question I'm asking tonight is, with the developments in the APC today, with President Buhari dissolving the National Working Committee of the party, would you say that the internal wrangling, the internal disagreement in the APC has finally come to an end? And asking the question, has the APC finally overcome its internal issues? President Buhari today dissolved the National Working Committee of the All Progressives Congress, and a new acting chairman was appointed. The president also ordered that all court cases involving the party or its members be suspended. The Emergency National Executive Council meeting also ratified the Edo State APC primaries, meaning Osagie Ize-Iyamu, he says is a pastor, or people call him pastor, is the confirmed candidate of the party in Edo State Governorship race. So that's what I'm asking. With this development, has the APC finally overcome its internal issues? I mean, people were yabbing Tinubu on Twitter yesterday night, even today, and also yabbing Oshomole. But it seems like there's a bit of a give and take at this point, because Gadom is not the party chairman anymore. Obaseki has not come back to the APC, and the candidate of Oshomole, being Ize-Iyamu, has been accepted by the party. So what do you think? Probably the party has been able to overcome its difficulties. Do you think that they're finally going to be able to focus on the business of what political parties should be about? Or do you think the fight in the APC is going to continue beyond this development? Okay, let's go back to what President Buhari said today at the National Working Committee. We'll come back, round up with the PDP angle, and then move on to the APC angle, and then talk about what happened there. It's been a whirlwind day as far as the Nigerian politics is concerned. Stay with us. We'll be back on the other side. Let's see if we can get that video out. Yes, indeed.
This is the time to get our acts together and ensure that we are united and not working at cross purposes. In this regard, it is important to discontinue all litigations involving members of the party, which are connected to issues of the party and in respect of which several court orders and counter orders have been issued against the party and some specific members of the party. This directive has been issued by the party before. Unfortunately, some members failed to heed the directive. Thus, at this time, it must be made a resolution of the party which must be effectively enforced with dire consequences for members who choose to ignore the directive. This meeting may adopt the developed resolutions as contained in the agenda and pass resolutions including A, approving the immediate discontinuation of all pending litigations involving the party and its members. B, ratifying the primary election conducted in Edo State. C, dissolving the current National Working Committee. And D, appointing caretaker extraordinary convention planning committee for the party. I believe that the issues facing us at the moment are very serious, and as such requires that we take very firm and clear decisions that will be in the interests of the party. This is the time to get our acts together and ensure that we are united and not working at cross purposes. In this regard, it is important to discontinue all litigations involving members of the party, which are connected to issues of the party and in respect of which several court orders and counter orders.
Okay, welcome back. It's still Late Night Talk. My name is KOFI BARTELS, and that was President Muhammadu Buhari speaking earlier in that clip from Channels Television, addressing the National Emergency National Executive Council meeting of the All Progressives Congress. So, major developments in the two leading political parties in Nigeria today. I don't even know if we have any other political party apart from APC and PDP. I mean, where are the other political parties? Where are they? Where are they? I don't. Have you heard of any other political party apart from the APC and the PDP in the last few months? Really? I mean, it's been all APC, PDP. It's been all APC, PDP. So the other political parties are going to be waiting, for 2023. And then when 2023 comes around, then they start scampering for votes. But this is a time for them to work. And we're not seeing them work. I just don't understand, really. So let's go over the developments one by one. The major development in the APC, in the PDP, is that Governor Godwin Obaseki, formerly of the APC, who until last month was not a member of the PDP, but now is a member of the PDP. He emerged as a flag bearer of the Edo State PDP for the September governorship election in Edo State. He was announced after the ratification by party delegates following the withdrawal of his main rival, Kenneth Imasuagbon. He is a lawyer, an Edo lawyer. With this development, Obaseki will face his main rival, Osagie Ize-Iyamu, the candidate of the All Progressives Congress in the main election. Osagie Ize-Iyamu himself, until some time ago, being a member of the PDP. At least 7 other parties have concluded their primaries and selected candidates for the governorship election in Edo State, according to the Independent National Electoral Commission. The primary was supervised by the Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed and in Zamfara and Oyo counterparts Bello Matawale and Sheyi Makinde. Before now, this man, Kenneth Imasuagbon, had said he would not step aside. That's what he said. I will not step aside. But of course, the man finally stepped aside, and the rest, they say, is history. Also today, information coming in earlier in the morning or late last night. Of course, reprieve came yesterday for the Edo State Governor as the Federal High Court sitting in Port Harcourt cleared the way for him to participate in the governorship primary of the People's Democratic Party holding today in Benin. The court struck out a suit filed by the leading aspirant of the party before Obaseki's last-minute entry into the race, Honorable Omorege Ogbede Ihama, seeking to bar the governor from participating in the shadow poll. So Obaseki is now the flag bearer of the PDP. Now let's look at the events and the timeline leading to the emergence or the how do I call it now? The dissolving or dissolution of the APC's National Working Committee, and of course the emergence of Ize-Iyamu as the flag bearer of the APC for the 2020 September 2020 governorship election in Edo State. Well, don't forget that Mr. Victor Gedam of River State called for an emergency national executive committee meeting of the APC. Some people on the other side, Abiola Ajomobi's side of the party, said they were not going to attend. In fact, when the list came out, the rumor was that the national leader of the party, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, had said, or his name was not on that list. And of course, we had a lot of banter on Twitter about that. This morning, policemen emerged from nowhere to take over the national headquarters of the All Progressives Congress. It was all over the internet, and a lot of the news outfits, both TV, radio, and online, carried it. And of course, we had already expected that the Emergency National Executive Council meeting or committee meeting of the APC was going to hold today at Aso Rock Villa after the president, through his spokesman Garba Shehu, had yesterday said that the president was recognizing Victor Gyadom as the acting chairman of the party based on advice of legal people, and as in keeping with the law and doing the right thing according to the law, and that he would be attending that meeting. And so, we were looking forward to today. Was there going to be fighting? Was there going to be chaos? Were we going to have gunshots fired? Were people going to be arrested? Were we going to have protests in Abuja, etc., etc.? Was any court going to come out with any ruling, etc., etc.? Well, the president, at that emergency NEC meeting, proposed the following resolutions. Number 1, approving the immediate discontinuation of all pending litigations involving the party and its members. Meaning that if you're an APC member, official, and you've taken the party to court, withdraw the case. That's number 1. Number 2, ratifying the Edo State primary, which produced, of course, Osagie Ize-Iyamu. Number 3, dissolving the current National Working Committee of the APC, which was headed by Victor Gyadom, as recognized by President Buhari. And not just dissolving it, but appointing a caretaker and extraordinary convention planning committee for the party. The Emergency National Executive Committee, of course, adopted the recommendations of the President, Buhari, dissolved the NWC, appointed Governor of Edo State, Mai Buni, as caretaker national chairman, with Senator John Akpan Udodege. I get that. Akpan Udodege as the caretaker national secretary of the party. So Malam Maibuni then left Aso Rock Villa, or wherever it is he was, and went straight to the APC national secretary that had earlier been taken over by armed policemen, and he took his seat at the APC national secretariat as the party's chairman. Don't forget, some other members of the now dissolved NWC tried to get into the party's national secretariat, but they were denied access by policemen. We're told the legal advisor tried to get in, he was denied access. We're told so-called national secretary of the party tried to get access into the premises, he was denied. And Mai Buni was accompanied by Victor Gyadom and some governors, APC governors, including Simon Lalong of Plateau State, Kaide Faimi of Ekiti State, Yahya Bello of Kogi State, Abdullahi Ganduje of Kano State, Malam Nasir El Rufai of Kaduna State, amongst others. And he is now recognized as the national chairman of the caretaker national chairman of the APC. But what some people in the All Progressives Congress are asking is, why did the president wait till things went this bad to act? Couldn't he have acted before now to prevent things from deteriorating like this in the party? Because I didn't hear anybody going to court today in the APC. I've not seen anybody coming out to say I'm going to go to court to challenge A, B, C, D, E. Only time will tell. It seems the president has tried to, as much as he can, be in the middle, because of course Victor Gyadom is no longer there. Another person, neutral person, has been appointed, and it's not a winner-takes-all thing, because the man that Oshomole wanted to be the governor of Edo State, whom Gyadom and co said they were going to remove and order for a fresh election because they wanted to have Obaseki back in the party has said, well, let's go with Oshomole's choice. Okay? And so it's like the president has come in to perform a balancing act, and to try and sort of be a father to all, and to say, okay, every court case that is on, everybody step back, step down. Let's plan for a fresh, extraordinary national convention. Let's plan for an extraordinary national convention. Let's elect, people to pilot the affairs of the party. Oshomole, step aside. Everybody just, if you want to contest, come and contest. And some people might say maybe the president waited too long to act. That's those of you who are members of the APC. Some might say the president actually was wise to wait for everything to play out, so that when it seems like there's nowhere and everybody's tired, he can now step in and be the father to all and say, okay, you know what, let's have peace. And for those who were shouting at Tinubu and saying Tinubu has been thrown under the bus, well, it seems that after all, Tinubu has not been thrown under any bus, because a new national convention is going to hold, an extraordinary national convention is going to hold, and they're going to elect their national working committee officials to plan activities for the party coming in the next few years ahead of the forthcoming general elections. And so Tinubu has every chance to still play a part in that. So for those who, for the narrative that we were being sold or we thought was playing out, it seems it's not what is playing out. Tinubu has not been thrown under any bus, and they're saying everybody come together. So maybe, just maybe, President Muhammadu Buhari was wise to have waited, for a while before stepping in. I'd like to hear from you. Apart from, your comments, you can also call, because we have a phone line open right now. It's just you and I, because my guest for tonight, hopefully, is not reachable. So you can call. Number to call. I'll read that number out right now, and also type in the comments so you can see if you would like to call. Call 080 620 99556 to have your say. 080 620 99556 to have your say. And please share this post. I'm watching also and seeing a post from my system here. Please share this post so that others can be a part of this program. 080 620 99556. 080 620 99556. What do you think about how easy it has been for these two men, Godwin Obaseki and Osagie Ize-Iyamu, to cross carpet? One moving from the PDP to the APC, and the other moving from the APC to the PDP. It's been so easy, just like that. What do you think that says about politics in Nigeria? I'd like to know. Please feel free to call right now. Let's read some comments here before we continue. I'd like to thank Baba P. Tilibo for his comment. I'd like to thank Amaidu for the comment. Temidayo Olajide, thank you very much for your comment. Badilo Day, thank you very much. Have I read a comment, Badilo? I'd like to read it again. Baridilo, okay, Day. It says Obaseki is likely to win because, as it is, Edo State APC structure has been collapsed into PDP, and it's most often the case, as it is most often the case, in the build-up to the election, there might still be some major defections from the PDP to the APC. So Obaseki stands a better chance. Okay. Another one here, the Icon Studio, thank you very much. He says Obaseki is the man. Let's see who we have on this side. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yes, who is on the line?
My name is Abubakar Okaimomomo.
Sorry, what's your name?
Abubakar Okaimomomo.
Abubakar?
Yeah, Okaimomomo.
Okay.
Abu Okaimomomo. Yeah.
Okay, all right. You watching on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, where?
Yeah, Facebook.
Okay, all right. So, all right, we have. What's your take on the developments today? Go ahead.
Yeah, the issue that has been going on in APC, to me, I think the president was right in his decision today.
Okay.
Because if he decides to say, okay, let us continue, the other group will feel slighted and they will be feeling bad. So I think it took a very good decision so that, yes, everybody can start afresh. And another good decision they took was the ratification of the nomination of Ize-Iyamu in Edo State APC. So I think it's a good one for the party. So they should just try and see how they can work together.
Okay.
Yeah, for the development of the party.
I see.
As for Obaseki and Ize-Iyamu, all they need to do now is to work on the people. Because the election is not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. But the people will decide.
Okay.
That is just all I have to say.
So you're saying that the fact that the president took time, he waited, it was a wise one by him. I mean, some people are saying, you know what, the president would have been faster. You know, things have gotten bad. Obaseki would not have left the APC, blah, 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 blah.
No, like I said, it's a good one because the pressure was much. This group will come today, they will come and tell him, okay, this is why we think we have to go this way. The other group will come. So it's better everybody go and rest. Let's just start afresh. Do a new convention, then move on. So I support the decision.
Okay.
Because if he had said, let's leave the suspension of Oshomole and let him continue, the other group will be like, the president is supporting them. Just like yesterday when he said he was going to attend the next meeting. Yeah. Some people will already say that he was now supporting Gadom and their group. Okay. So many things like that. You know, politics now. Yes. People must read meaning.
Okay. Before you go, what do you think about the whole Tinubu thing? You know, the whole Tinubu talk of Tinubu is dead politically. People are saying Tinubu is dead politically.
It's not dead politically because most of them they did not really understand the man Tinubu. How can he be dead politically?
No, okay.
Is Osibajo not Tinubu man? So he still has so many of them in government now, so it's not dead politically.
You know, they were saying that that because whilst the Tinubu faction obviously wanted Ajimobi to come out as chairman, the president recognized Gadom and said he was going to attend his meeting, and Tinubu's name didn't pop up on the attendance sheet, or and all that. So
before yesterday, Bagudu, Badaru, and Lalong, they went to see the president.
Yes.
So I didn't be maybe today. The president agreed to work with that group. Okay. The Tinubu group would have been like he's taking side with them because yesterday the National Working Committee said they were not going to attend, but Tinubu asked them to attend the meeting, that they should respect the president. Okay. So when you look at the committee, Tinubu people are also in the committee, so I don't think he is that political.
Okay. Thank you very much, my brother. What do you think about the cross carpeting, of politicians in Nigeria? I mean, someone was in the PDP in Edo State, and all of a sudden he's now in the APC flag bearer. Someone left the APC how many days ago, and all of a sudden becomes a PDP flag
bearer? What some people will say is wrong, but to me, it's already part of us. That is the Nigeria thing. It's already part of us because I saw this thing this afternoon where you put
you saw it.
Dino Melaye and Smart Adeyemi.
Yes.
Then Obaseki and swapping. They just swap teams, just like moving from Chelsea to Arsenal. That is just it. For me, as it is now, if you want to vote in Nigeria election, just look at the candidates. That is just the simple truth. It's no longer about party. That is, if you really want to vote, just look at the candidate, look at the person.
Forget about the political party.
Forget about the political party. So, if in 2016 in Edo State, Ize-Iyamu was in PDP, was their flag, the candidate of PDP. Now he's the candidate of APC. So, where is the ideology? So it's just a vehicle to get to your destination. That is just it.
Okay.
Politicians will always decamp. Even right here in River State, you are seeing them now moving from one party to the APC to PDP, PDP to APC.
Okay.
It's just like that.
Okay, my brother, thank you very much. Really enjoyed your contribution today. Thanks for following and thanks for supporting and all that. I appreciate it. Thank
You're welcome.
Much. Thank you.
I'll continue online.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. You can call 080-620-99556 to talk to me. No guests tonight. It's just you and I. Call 080-620-99556. Good evening to all of you who are watching me on Instagram. Yes, indeed. I know you can't see the whole thing on Instagram, and if we have to squeeze it for Instagram people to be able to watch, it look awkward on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So you guys should manage for now. We'll look for a way out, but I'm sure you can see me because I'm alone today, and I'm somehow in the middle. Okay, but I mean, the whole concept of cross-carpeting, I mean, the whole political landscape in Nigeria is just funny, and it's surprising. If you ask me, it's funny and surprising if you ask me, I apologize for that. Someone was in a political party yesterday and then he switches and moves to another one the next day